project that she started 30 years ago. Can't wait to hear her story.
Wow. Plus, it's the hottest new game on Wii, and it's perfect for the whole family. Make like a super sleuth with the new mystery video game Disney's Guilty Party. We have got 5 copies to give away so you can put your detective skills to work. This very project that she started 30 years ago. We'll meet her and hear her incredible story. That is coming up next.
Stories on our show. One story involves a local champion, arts and crafter in her golden years.
81-year-old Anna Oates from Nevada City is a lifelong crafter. She's been working on one particular project for 30 years. She decided to take the plunge and enter it in a county fair competition. News 10 photojournalist Brandon Atchison shows us what happened next.
I've always done crafts. many different crafts, like these 2 lamps. I spent many hours with them across my lap, carving out to make it more detailed. When they come out of the molds, the features are not very clear and all. And I spent many hours with them, and they're heavy. The Roadrunner over on below the clock over there is made with zippers and colored sand. I enjoy creating things. I made the clock many years ago. I had a whole bunch of embroidery floss. Saw the pattern in a magazine 30 years ago, 1979. It was so tedious and took so long. I'm not going to live long enough to finish this thing. And away it would go again. I decided, well, maybe if I stay with it this time, I can finish it. And I did. I think I finished it about in October. I have a new doctor now that just started. So I took it in to show him. He said, you should put that in the county fair. I thought, well, maybe I will. And I did. I didn't get to see my competition at all. So when I picked it up, and they said, oh, we've got your ribbons, too. And I said, my ribbons? What ribbons? I didn't bring any ribbons in. I said, yeah, you got first prize and best in the division. So it was the first I knew of it.
And we have the pleasure of having the Blue Ribbon Award winner right here on our show with us today.
Congratulations, Anna, and welcome. I cannot believe that after 30 years you turned it in and you won.
Yeah, thank you.
And we have the proof right here with us. Wow, were you surprised?
Yes, I was. I had been at a convention, so I didn't even get to the fair. I took my picture, my embroidery in before I left. And when I came back from the convention, I'd been at a Toastmasters convention. And, so when I came back, I went to pick up my entry, and she said, well, I've got your ribbons, too. And I said, well, what ribbons? I didn't bring any ribbons in. And she brought me these 2 ribbons.
And you had no idea you had won?
Right.
Oh, how special.
Total surprise.
That is so neat.
So now we have a shot of one of your embroidery works over there, some cats. Are you a cat lover?
Not really. I don't know how I got into the cat thing, but this I started it in 1988. And I called it my traveling companion. Because when I'd go on a trip, I'd take it with me and do
on the
work
plane
on it.
or wherever, however you were traveling.
And then you were saying
smart.
that across the top, you embroidered all the places you've been.
Yes, and the dates. I think there are 14 countries.
I saw some of those countries.
Yeah.
You've been all over the place.
Yes, I've been very fortunate.
Have you always been a crafter? Have you always done craft projects?
Yes, I have. I don't know when I started, really. I suppose as a little kid or something, because it seems like I've always done it. And in school, I took home economics, so I sewed and learned to knit and embroidery and all those things.
Right. Now we're looking at the award winner right there. 30 years it took you to do that, but you did put it away.
Oh, yeah.
And took
oh,
it
yeah,
out.
many
Put
times.
it away and took it
out. Sometimes for several years. I thought, I'm not going to live long enough to finish that, so...
And in the piece that we saw, you also mentioned this, which
really
is
neat.
actually made with sand and zippers.
Right. You cut the tape off of the zippers, so you're just using the teeth.
Right.
And you have your paper pattern, and you glue the zippers on the outline.
Right.
And then, after it's all dried, then you put the sand in with lots of glue, and sprinkle the sand in the various places.
That is really neat.
So it's, yeah, it's kind of an unusual craft. I have never heard of anybody else doing it.
Now, did you bring your husband with you?
I did.
He's sitting over there. What does he
Yes.
think of all of this?
He's really proud of me.
Aww.
And after I was on, in the paper and on the news and all, when he went to the golf course, came back from the golf course, he was all excited. He says, "Boy, everybody's been congratulating me and saying, what do you do?"
You get him to help you with some of these projects?
No.
No.
All you.
Well, you do it all. You did carving. You do the sand and the zipper work. You do embroidery. You made a clock.
Yeah, the clock.
We showed the clock
we showed the
earlier,
clock
yeah.
in the piece. What
Yeah.
else do you have there?
Oh, let's see. This, Charlie suggested that I
Oh,
bring it.
neat.
I think I was in junior high when
Did
I
you
made
carve
that.
this?
You're
Yeah,
kidding.
From
uh-huh.
monkey
Yeah,
pod
I think
wood,
it was in,
right?
yeah, so the teacher must have cut it out for me because I didn't have a saw back in those days.
You must
But,
have so many crafts at your home. What
I
is your
know, look at
favorite
that.
piece?
I don't really think, oh yes, the bar downstairs.
Ooh. Well,
You got her attention.
yeah, that's my favorite piece too.
I had made it with, I got mahogany from railroad boxcars, the refrigerator units.
Yeah.
When you go to the, the museum,
Sure.
train museum, you can see these kind of. And a fellow from Grass Valley was he had a whole bunch of it. So he helped me with it. He milled the wood for me. The planks are 12 feet long
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
and 2 inches thick.
Yeah.
And completely clear. There's no knots in it.
Oh,
And where
beautiful.
there had been nails in it, he put pegs so that it's nice.
Oh,
Oh,
very
nice. So I
nice.
built-
That
I
sounds
built
like a
the
big bar.
It is a big bar, yes.
Lots of seating for
Uh-huh,
an area
yeah,
for
right,
friends
right,
Yes.
and
uh-huh,
entertaining.
yes.
Now, we were just looking at your painting right here.
Oh, yes. This is something I was taking an art class, painting class. It was back in 1962. And the teacher said, he took us all to art store.
Sure.
And we all bought canvases, same size. And he said, I want you to paint a picture, anything you want, but I don't want to give any help or advice. Just
go
do
out
it.
there and
Yeah,
do it.
do
And
what
this
you
is
want.
what you painted?
yes.
Oh my
This
goodness.
oil well was across the street from us. We lived in
Uh-huh.
Torrance, and this was there, and Charlie was the one that suggested it. Because what am I going to paint? I don't know what to paint.
Annie, you are so
I
talented.
know. Gosh, and
Congratulations.
congratulations. Thank you so much for being
Thank
on our
you.
show.
Right, thank you for
Thank you
having
for
me.
joining us today.
That's
Have a
right.
great holiday weekend.
We'll see you next week.
Today's segment's paid for by Furnishings provided by R.C. Willey. Your home, your way. Plasma television provided by Paradigm. Kitchen set provided by Kitchen Mart. Guy's wardrobe provided by Kenneth Cole at the Folsom Outlets. Melissa's clothing provided by Swack at the Fountains.